One of the things that I think trips up a lot of artists and specifically filmmakers is the idea around what they want to do versus what the audience wants to see. And there's a lot of artists out there who want to pursue their passion, pursue their purpose to its fullest, and do what they want regardless of what everyone else wants. And I think that's kind of a mistake. I think that's an unfortunate, I don't know, consequence of ego or maybe desire to be fully independent and autonomous, which are noble, they are good. But there's also this idea around being the greatest showman and putting on a performance, putting on a spectacle that delights, that entertains, and it's what audiences want to see as well. If you can bridge that gap and find that balance between the two, things that you want to make, but also producing what people want to see, I think that's how you create success. Beyond, whether it's financial or, legacy or view count or however you measure success, I think it is that balance between what you want to make and what people want to see. And oftentimes filmmakers in particular miss this mark. They're so focused on what they want to do that they're not even considering what audiences want to see. And this is reflected oftentimes in the movies, in TV shows, in content in general, when it comes from an artist, a filmmaker, and it's something that no one wants to pay to watch. They don't want to watch it. It's viewed as boring or sleepy or just doesn't get people excited. And everyone screams and wonders why no one's going to the movie theaters anymore. No one is paying for the content. No one cares about the art anymore, because there's far too many people doing their own thing, boxing themselves in, thinking about their art, thinking how important they are and what they make is beautiful and perfect and amazing. And they're not thinking about what audiences want to see as well. This goes all the way back to film school. I don't know if you went to film school. I certainly did. And there were a lot of classmates who worked on things that they cared about. They put effort into. I was one of them as well, right? Making my own films, doing my best, trying my hardest, putting the effort in to make something original, making something interesting. And yet you could always tell when someone had made something that was all about them and for themselves versus something that was made to entertain and delight and that was enjoyable to watch. Balancing that is not a science. It is an art. And that's what I think more people should focus on, rather than getting excited about your own story and what it means to you and how great you think it is. And you put a lot of effort in. Don't be surprised when audiences, when viewers, when other people say, it's not really for me. I'm not all that interested. I don't really want to watch that. I don't want to spend my time or money consuming that piece of content. And then everyone gets frustrated that things like the Minecraft movie are super popular and everyone wants to go to see them and that they're garbage and that they're terrible. And I haven't seen it myself, so I couldn't tell you. But my kids really liked it. They went to see it and they think it's the best movie they've ever seen. So you have to factor in, what does the audience, what does the viewer want versus what do you want to create, and find that balance between the two. There are plenty of movies and TV shows that I have watched, I've consumed and thought, what were they thinking? Of all the stories they could tell, of all the things they could do, this is what they want to show me? This is what they want me to watch? It's a little baffling these days because there's so many ways to consume content, whether you're going to the movies, watching on TV, watching on streaming, watching on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Our attention has never been more divided. But I think one thing you can focus on in all of that, in the fog of content, is what do people want to see? What do they want to watch? And if it's something that you want to make, then you should. And I would give you the exact same advice. What do people want to watch? If you don't want to make it, then don't. Because that's also very easy to just say, yeah, don't do it. Just because people want to watch a particular type of content, if you don't want to make it, you shouldn't bend over backwards just for the sake of getting views and getting attention and making money, because that's not very fulfilling and that's not very satisfying. But you do need to factor both in, bridging that gap between the two. What do you want to make and what do people want to watch? If you can find that happy medium, you can make something incredibly popular that's also highly regarded, something like Oppenheimer or Barbie or some of the most recent ones that come to mind. Things people wanted to see. They wanted to watch it, but also the filmmakers wanted to create as well and put their effort in making something good, depending on who you ask. Because at the end of the day, art is subjective. Creativity comes with its own set of opinions. Everyone's got one. There's people who think stuff is good, think stuff is bad. Plenty of the movies that I find boring, other people may want to watch as well. There's just room for all of it. But if you, as a creator, as a filmmaker, as an artist, want to make something, make sure that it's something people want to watch and want to consume. And if it's not, find a way to bridge that gap. I don't know what the answer is in your particular scenario, what your art is, what story is that you want to tell, but don't get so hyper focused and fixated on what you want to do, not considering what people want to watch, the types of stories that they enjoy. Because I'm sure there's a way you can take your great idea and have it be very popular and something people want to watch. And just as easily, you can have a great idea and ruin it and doom it by not caring, thinking people are dumb. Well, who do you think is going to watch your piece? There's a lot of artists out there. It's unfortunate, but there's plenty of artists and filmmakers out there who think they're smarter than everyone else, who think audiences are too stupid for their material. Well, then who are you making it for? How do you expect to have any level of success, either financially or in terms of view and attention? If you want your thing to be praised and to be consumed and to be seen and to be shared, then you ought to make it for those people as well. You can do your thing as well as cater to an audience. If you're going to write everyone off as dumb and too stupid to understand, that's on you, not on them. And that's your mentality, not theirs. So please keep it in mind, because it is something I see far too often, even today at the biggest budgets or at the smallest budgets, people making content for themselves, not necessarily thinking about what do people want to watch as well. Bridge that gap, find the hybrid of the two, and I promise you, you'll be far more successful at creating content or movies or TV shows, whatever it is. Think about it. Think about what the audience's perspective is in addition to your own. And don't be so egotistical to think that that your vision is the only right one and everyone else is too stupid to understand, because that's foolish and that's going to get you in a lot of trouble. And you're not going to end up making anything that people want to watch. It's just not going to happen. You're your audience of one. You're making it for yourself. And if that's enough, if that's your goal, then fine, you can do that. And you should make stuff for yourself first. I do think that. Don't hear me. Don't hear what you want to hear. Hear what I'm saying. Make it for yourself first, but also factor in the people who are watching it. I promise you, it'll be far better in the long run.